Okay. Um, so tonight I'm going to do a Reuben dip, and it's real simple because it's only four ingredients. So we're using the Micro Pro Grill, and just a real quick synopsis. I know we have a couple of new people. Our Micro Pro Grill is one of my favorite products. It caused me to buy a second microwave so I can be doing two Micro Pro Grills at the same time. And it has susceptors in the top and the bottom, and that's what absorbs your microwave. So it's not your actual microwaves that are cooking the food. It's going to heat these up to 425 degrees in like 90 seconds. So now both sides of your grill are 425 degrees. So whether you want to do a casserole, so you would sit it, you see it's going to stay up, and now it's like a mini oven. So you can do anything in small quantities that you would bake in the oven. So I bake ziti in here. I do Grand's biscuits. You do four of them at a time, but they take 6 minutes. So you don't have to preheat the oven or do any of that. I just throw them in there, 6 minutes, take that batch out, put the second batch in. It's 5 minutes because it's already hot. Put it back in, and then you have your biscuits done. You do cinnamon rolls, you can do cookies, you can do all kinds of things that you would bake in smaller batches. Okay, and then if you turn it this way, it's now going to go down. You see it go down all the way. So now it's a grill. You have 425 degrees on both sides of your Reuben sandwich, your hot dogs, your steaks, your pork chops. I do salmon in here. 4 minutes. I put my salmon on for 4 minutes after I season it. And then I let it sit while I gather everything else together for what I'm eating. And then it still continues to cook a little bit, and it comes out perfect every time. So you can grill vegetables, you can grill anything in here. I do hot dogs, hamburgers, steaks, pork chops, all of that. So tonight we're going to use it in the casserole position to make this dip. Okay. And it's just, um, and oh, those of you who are thinking, wait, that has metal on it, you can't put it in the microwave because it is rounded on the corners and covered with silicone on both sides of it. It doesn't even recognize that it's metal. So it does not hurt anything. And I do want to say one thing that these handles are stay cool handles, but the thing that you want to be careful with, I use my microwave pot holders, is because the steam's going to be coming out these sides here. Now that steam will burn you. So you want to be very careful with that you're not picking it up like this where your hands are over top of the edges. So that steam's going to come out and burn you. Just a little tip if you've never used the Micro Pro Grill. So we're going to take the bottom of it, and the first ingredient we're going to use is an 8-ounce package of cream cheese softened. And if you didn't know this, a little tip, our large butter dish is perfect for storing your cream cheese. So if you're a bagel and cream cheese person, or you like cream cheese on or in things and you don't use the whole package at once, this is amazing for storing your cream cheese. Just a little tip if you didn't know that. Okay, so we're going to take the whole block of cream cheese and we're going to put it in the bottom of our grill. Let me make sure you can see that. All right, and then we're just going to spread that around to in the bottom of the grill. I love the smell of cream cheese. How many of you love cream cheese? Put it in the chat. I do love me some cream cheese. A block of cream cheese with pepper jelly over it as a dip. Oh, that's yummy too. All right, where did this go? Spread that little buddy right out. And our silicone spatulas are great for spreading. All right. It's so silent. We're gonna use what's on the spatula to fill in the little holes I created. All right, so we got it spread. Okay. And then next, we're going to take corned beef. And I got the corned beef. Doesn't this look yummy? I got it from my deli, cut fresh today. So, and they loved it on there. So then we're going to take our chopper. And this is another must have in your kitchen as well. We're going to be using the chopping blade today. And we all know it comes with your blade protector. You want to keep that on there when you're not using it. Even when you put it over with the dirty dishes, you want to make sure you pop it back in there so you don't accidentally grab it, because the blades are sharp, and they're sharp because you want it to cut through things like meat or potatoes or onions or your peppers when you're making salsa, all those great things, chicken salad, egg salad, all those things you're putting in there. You want to make sure that you're chopping it. So it says to use a, did it say 1 pound? No, I think it said, I think I wrote that down wrong. I think it said a quarter of a pound of corned beef. That would be a lot, because that's more than this. So, and it said to put it in the chopper. So all I did was just cut it up in a little bit. So I'm going to put it in the chopper, and I want lots of corned beef. So I'm going to put an extra piece in there. Just because great thing is when you're doing it, you can put whatever you want in it. And this may not seem so healthy because of all the cheese and stuff like that. But the great thing about this is you can pick the ingredients that you want that are, healthier versions of those ingredients. So we're just going to give this, I'm going to pull it slow, because when you pull it slow, you get a little chunkier. If you pull it fast, it's going to make it a fine chop. So I don't want it fine. I want it a little chunkier. And it says just chop it. So that would be up to you how you want that. You want chunkier. As you can see, it did a nice job of chopping that. So then we're going to put the corned beef. We're going to spread it as evenly as we can over top of the cream cheese. It smells yummy already. Imagine what it's going to smell like when we heat it. And we're going to get all of that out of there. Just got to move it around a little bit just to make sure we got it all the way to the edge. That's ingredient 2. Okay. Then we're going to do the sauerkraut. And again, talking about healthier, I found this in the over by the hot dogs in the cold section. And it says quarter of a can, but I get this kind rather than the canned kind because, when they process it, they put salt in it to keep it, fresh in the can. And this only has the ingredients are green cabbage, kosher salt, and caraway seed. So it's only got, so it's got some salt in there that helps you get your daily amount of salt to keep you healthy anyway, but it doesn't have as much salt as it does in the can. So, and it's very, very yummy. This kind is not over strong. If you're like, oh, it's just a little too strong for me. I find that this one's not as strong as the one you get in the can, not as sour, I guess you would say, but it's very, very tasty. So, anyway, I pre-measured that. It said a quarter of a can. The bag, I just kind of eyed it as far as, again, I like sauerkraut. So, you can definitely put as much or as little as you want. I mean, if you don't like sauerkraut, I'm sure you could leave that out, but that would be sad. Yes, my opinion. Oh, yeah, I think that's good. Don't want to overpower it with sauerkraut. Look at that. Doesn't that look yummy? Okay, then our last ingredient is we're going to layer the cheese. It said 6 slices, but I got deli slices, so they're a little bigger. So I'm thinking 5 slices is going to give it a nice cover. So we're going to put it all the way to the edge. We'll put that extra guy in the middle. All right, there you go. Then we're going to put the cover back on and we're going to put it in casserole because it can position, and we're going to put it in the microwave for 7 to 8 minutes, depending on your microwave. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'll come back and share it.
That sounds great, Gail. Very good. All right, you guys. I was just writing that sauerkraut is really good for your gut health. So it's one of those great foods like what's the other cut up